Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 2 of Yap and Gab. I'm here with a very special guest, one of my favorite people in LA, one of my best friends, if not my best friend from RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. She is my LA sister, Joella.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God, we are in Acacia's workroom. And
Yeah, we are literally in the living room now.
we are on
Somewhere.
the podcast.
We're on the podcast. I hate to say it. I almost feel embarrassed to say this,
Why?
but for a split second, I did forget the Ella.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
I'm
Because
so
if
sorry.
you forgot the Ella, you would have been dead. Because it's quintessential for survival to never forget the Ella. And if you ever forget the Ella, one of the side effects is literally dying.
So you're like rewriting like science books where like they have like all the essentials like eating, drinking.
Yeah, you see, the new
sleep,
generation,
and remembering the Ella.
They are conditioned and taught by an early age to never forget the Ella. It's kind of like that one thing, the flag salute, whatever that is.
The flag salute. They're
the
taught.
I salute to the. Wait, you didn't go to public school.
I did not go to public school.
Wait, you don't know the flag salute? Like, oh my God! Like
Which-
every morning after the announcements, we had to get up and put our right hand over our hearts and face the American flag and go, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, something something." And it was like under one
We're gonna get
nation, under
copyright
God, and for all, indivisibility. Wait, I can't because I stopped saying it because I felt weird doing it. I told my teacher, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore because like it feels weird.
Oh, so you've just always been that girl. You're like, actually, I'm not doing that.
Yes, and like
That's
I
not
got
for
in
me.
trouble for it once, and I was like, y'all. I
See,
was like, it's my right, my American citizen right to protest.
And so you're in kindergarten being like,
Not in kindergarten.
I ain't doing this. See, we pledged allegiance, but
No.
we were homeschooled, so we had to pledge allegiance to my mom. And we had to like show her our like, I don't know, loyalty.
Wait, that's kind of fierce. I would much rather pledge allegiance to my mom than like the American. Like that feels weird, no?
Pledge allegiance to the flag. I mean, I was in Boy Scouts. We had to do it in that, but that feels very American. It feels like
yeah, Boy
the place it
Scouts,
belongs.
right?
But yeah, in a school, in a private school, I could understand, but a public school, yeah, that's kind of weird.
It just felt very,
Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very like just totalitarian.
Yeah, I think that's the word. Totalitarianism.
Titanism. What
Titanism.
Is it? Dictatorship.
Titillating. Tantalizing.
Oh.
Something like that.
Yes.
Well, I am so happy you are here, and she brought out this, and so this look, for those who are listening and not watching, it is very squeaky. It is like a vinyl, black vinyl with pink. She wore it for her Lollapalooza.
Yeah, and I was
famously.
heating up there too.
Yeah.
I don't know why I choose to do this when I know that like it's literally 100 degrees outside. We are in the peak of summertime in Los Angeles, and I chose to wear a fucking fur and pleather coat.
And to be fair, I did try to cool down this place. I put on all the ACs this morning, ran them all day to try to cool it down as much as I could. But we do only have like 2 ACs in this whole apartment, so I did what I can. But I wanted to match you, so I am wearing vinyl for what feels like the first time. I feel like I like never wear vinyl because I'm so afraid of it being so hot. And I started sweating before I even got it zipped up. I didn't even zip it up all the way because I'm sweating. So do not clock me for that. But I feel like we look really good together. I feel like I look like to me, I think I look like Sabrina Carpenter in like a James Bond movie, or like Barbarella as Sabrina Carpenter.
But it's giving me more like Olivia Newton-Johnson. Olivia Newton-Johnson.
John.
Like, are you trying to call yourself a man?
No,
Like-
Olivia Newton-John.
What do you
And
mean?
That's her name.
Is it? I thought it was Johnson. Or
Is
is
it
like
not
Johnson
John?
and Johnson?
Johnson, a family company. I feel like, is it? Yeah, it's John.
Really?
Are you gaslighting me right now?
I thought it was Johnson.
Are you gaslighting me?
I
into
know. I thought it was
thinking
Johnson.
Olivia Newton-John.
No, I did.
No, it's
Yeah,
Olivia
I
Newton-John.
thought it was
Girl,
Johnson.
shut
I
up.
thought it was
Okay,
Johnson.
we're gonna get into some topics. So
You
the whole
guys
thing
have
about Yap and Gab.
Asian.
Don't do this to me. don't do this to me on my
Asian.
show.
English is actually my second language.
This is episode 2, so we're still trying to figure out the rope. So I'm glad. I feel safe with you. I feel safe having you here. This is a safe space for me to be figuring it out. Okay.
Right.
And so the whole point of this is the structure is unstructured. We are just talking and yapping and gabbing because I love to yap. I love to gab. Every time Joella and I are together, we literally are like, okay, only an hour.
We
and
can't
then
stop
like
talking.
6 hours later, we're like, okay, no, I really need to go. But okay, oh my God, but then, and then we'll like start a whole new story and go on for like another 2 hours.
Do you remember the last time that I was like in this space?
Yeah, you had to start getting, you had to be ready.
I had
like,
an 8 a.m. call time and I was here at 4 a.m. and I hadn't Ubered myself back home yet.
Yeah, and then you had to Uber back home, paint. And you're like, girl, I really need to go. And I'm like, okay, but another thing. I'm like, no, you need to go. And you're like, wait, no, but like one more thing I want to talk about.
No, I was like, I can't go. Like, I need to tell my sister, like, what the fuck has been going on in my life.
And now that things are recording, I'm sure we're just going to be like, so now what do we talk about?
Right.
But that's not going to happen. And
it's because, like, I feel like when, this is the thing. You never know when you're going to have a good night. You can't plan that. At least for me. You just got to go with the flow. And then once it hits, and then it doesn't stop going. Like, I have nights where it's like, I show up at 9 and I go home at 10 because I'm just so over it.
Yeah.
But there's times where I show up at 7 and I stay out until 6 a.m. because I just
That's true.
feel it.
See, you never know when you're going to have a good night, but I always know when I'm going to have a bad night. Okay. I always know when I'm going to have a bad night.
Wait, really? Why?
I just feel it in the air. The air
Whenever
smells
I
different.
feel like I'm going to have a bad night, I have the best nights.
Well, you need to teach me a thing or two because if I know I'm going to have a bad night, I might as well just not leave because I can feel it in the air and then it always ends bad. But I was just talking to someone yesterday and they were like, I was like, oh yeah, I want to go out this weekend, but I was recording my album on Monday and Tuesday and I was like, you know what? I just need to like rest because if I go out, I'm not going to want to go home. And they were like, oh, well, why don't you just go out a bit earlier and then you could just be done early. I'm like, no, if I go out earlier, then I'm just out twice as long because the end of the night is 2 a.m. at least anyway.
Yeah.
Unless there's an afters. But I'm like, I'm staying out till 2. That's the finish line. And then if I go out earlier, then I'm just out longer. So no, that doesn't work for me.
My thing for me is like, I don't drink to just lighten up. Like, I don't know what a casual night is. Like, I was like, you know, it's just a casual night. Like, we're just going to go. We're just going to, like, see the dinner show.
Couple cocktails.
Girl, I have
what is that?
I get 2 shots or 2 drinks or 2 whatever. And it's just, it's over.
I just saw a TikTok that was like, people who go out and have 2 drinks and that's their night. Girl, I have 2 drinks in the shower before the pre-drinks. That's literally me. That's how
I had 2 drinks while I was getting ready and I was smoking weed all day. So I double pre-game for this.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I think it's time for us to yap and gab about some things going on in our life and something that I'll go first.
Okay,
Sorry to make this about me, but it is my show. So,
all right.
I'm going to go first. But yesterday I finished day 2 of recording my album. And so I was in the studio for 2 full days tracking and doing a bunch of stuff. And baby, I'm just going to tell you that I have a hit album on my hands. I'm saying it here first. I don't want to brag, but I'm very proud of what's coming. And you heard my song. I just played you my song today.
I was just about to talk about that because actually, as a pop music connoisseur, I have always heard of friends of singers who get to listen to their songs not in some exclusive listening party, but in the living room of the home of that friend, and they just play the song on their phone because they just have it on the file on their phone, not on iTunes. And let me just tell you, like, this was the first time I've ever had that experience. Mm-hmm. And it was so sickening. It was so cool. I very much live for Acacia's music. I feel like she has that perfect country voice. This song that she showed me, it was like so complex and very good. Like, the instrumental was complex. Like, it's not just some fucking cheap production. Like, she's putting work into this and she has musical talent in her bones. And there's a lot of people that go into recording studios and record shit and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they have no musical timing or rhythm or like melodic skills at all. But like, bitch, you got it. Like,
well,
listen to this album when it comes out because I'm gagged.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but you are the first person to have heard that song outside the studio.
Wait, that's kind of
the very first person. Isn't that exciting? I'm so glad I got to share this moment with you.
Wait, this is really cool because I feel like, these days it's really hard to experience something you've never experienced before. So, I mean, we have been experiencing new things all year, right? But like, it's like little things like this where it's like, I didn't expect to come here and experience something like that I've never experienced before. And I'm telling y'all, like, it really touched my soul, my heart. And I'm going to remember this day for the rest of my life. And I didn't anticipate to. So you know what? What if we do have a really good night tonight? Because today is all about experiencing new experiences. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to having a good night.
Listen.
I could be into having a good night. Yeah. I just thank you for that. Those are such kind words. That really means a lot to me. And, I am just a box of surprises. When you come over to my place, you never know what you're going to get.
Exactly. Last time I got to take home a full, like,
oh, that's right,
full set of cookies. It was like 20 cookies. And
yeah.
I brought it to
Snickerdoodles.
Am I allowed to talk about this? I brought it when I did Binge Queens. I was on set
yeah,
for
it's
that.
out, right?
And I
yeah.
put it on I told them that you brought it and they loved it.
Well, I'm so glad you got. Are they going to book me?
You gotta talk to Wow Presents about that.
No,
honey.
you were. What? I gave them to you with a message. I said, take these cookies, give them to them, and say, "This is from Acacia. She wants to be on." I gave you a task.
I just said they were from Acacia. Listen, I feel like if I told
they
them,
said, "Who made these?" And you're like, just I don't know.
I got them
Can't
at
remember.
Walmart.
One of your friends."
No,
Yeah.
I feel like if I told them that you wanted to be on after I said that you made these cookies for them, I feel like they would have been like, that's too pushy. I feel like because I said, I told Acacia that I was coming here today, and she told me to give you guys these, it feels more like, oh.
Well, you don't have to phrase it like that. Say, these are from her. By the way, you should really book her. She's really good. Not only does she bake.
Okay, you're kind of right. And I never really saw it that way for some reason.
Okay, next time I send you off with a message, I'll write it down.
I will,
I'll write it down so you can just read off the paper.
I don't think that person's No, I'll.
Okay, if you work at Binge Queens, here's my plea. Please book me. I'll do any of the seasons. I'll watch anything. I'll watch anything.
The UK one because you look.
Oh
like,
my god!
that would be
I mean, they probably already have that
perfect.
one recorded or something. I don't know. I don't know how early they do it, but
you never know.
Oh my god! I need to be on the UK Binge Queens so that I can talk about my doppelganger, my UK doppelganger.
I feel like that would be really
Bonnie
good.
and Clyde, my girl. Okay, she forgot Bonnie and Clyde.
This is my thing. It's like you guys both act the same.
Do we?
She literally talks like you, but with a different accent. And like you guys have like the same little like you guys both go like the same. Like you guys have the same mannerisms.
Oh my god!
Like, if you watch your Meet the Queens and then you watch hers, like
did,
you both are very similar.
See, I didn't see it, but I mean, people keep tagging us still to this day.
It's crazy.
So I mean, it must be true.
Like I was watching it, I was like, why do they even talk the same? Like this is too much for me. Like
you're like, Acacia's already enough of a person. We don't need two of them in this world. This world is gonna get off kilter. Good thing that we're on opposite sides of the world.
I'm like, I have to forget
keep
about
balance.
2 people now.
Okay, we're gonna move on, cause you know, remember when I said I know when I'm gonna have a bad night?
Girl, shut the fuck up. You know you're gonna have
brewing.
a good night.
I feel it brewing. I don't know.
Listen,
Speaking
this
of
is one
brewing,
the things I like about Acacia.
What?
She is not afraid to tell me when I'm being obnoxious.
Oh, I don't even have to say. I
She
just
sucks.
sometimes, most of the time, I don't even say it. I emote it. I ooze it. You know.
Oh my god.
But speaking of brewing, I just made Joella my Rumchata root beer that I made my Y'all You Could Eat recently. And what do you think of it?
I think this is quite literally the tastiest drink I've ever had in my life. I
Isn't
didn't
it
think
so
that
good?
alcohol could taste as good because every single drink I have is either like sugar overload or it tastes like shit. And this,
I mean, it's a sugar overload, but
it
just
has like
tastes
layers,
good.
like the spice, the creamy, the sweetness, the root beerness, like, and I barely taste the alcohol. And I know you're gay, so you probably put a lot in here.
Yeah.
But like
maybe.
it has like texture difference and like I just really like that. I'm a very big like foodie taste person.
I love that.
So, yeah.
We need to get you in here for a Y'all You Could Eat sometime.
Yes.
We need to make something.
No, I actually I saw her Y'all You Can Eat, and right after I saw it, I didn't even finish the video. I switched over to my messages and I was like, And when we do the podcast, like, can you make me you're gonna make me one of those root beer drinks?
Yeah. Yeah, literally, I was like, okay, so are we still on? She's like, are you making me root beer Rumchata? And I said, I can. She's like, okay, then yeah, I'll be there. So now that we know that this is fully transactional, I can say whatever I want. It's fair game. It's a free country.
Listen, bitch, we didn't have no
do it.
contract, so don't forget that.
Oh, well, I mean, that works in both of our favorites, I guess. Okay, now I want to know. I told her to bring some topics to Yap and Gab about because I want to know what has been on her mind recently. So take it away. What have you been thinking about?
So one of the topics that's been heavy on my mind recently is like, okay, it's so weird to bring up now. Because I'm having like a
Are we
good
about to
time
expose someone?
and I'm in like a good mood, but like when I drive, I get very existential, right? I think a lot. And this actually ties into what I'm about to talk about because I feel like what you see on the outside is not what I feel on the inside. And what I want to talk about today is perception. I feel like people's perspectives and point of views is so different than what we feel we are on the inside. And
Yeah.
I've been experiencing that all year.
Uh-huh.
And I also just feel like that, like when people say like, oh, reputation doesn't matter. Reputation, this is just a reputation. Who cares what they say? Like if it's not real, it's not real. Like, no, your whole life is about how people see you. And
Yeah.
like, also at the same time, you got to live for you and you got to care about how you see yourself. But at the same time, your legacy, what people know you for, like what people know you as, like it's all about your reputation and the perspective of how people see you.
But that's very real. Then that's the very real side of it. But I do feel like within that, how people perceive you can be manipulated by things that are untruthful that you present to them.
That is true. That is true.
So there's like, you can have both of them where it's like, yeah, it's like all fake, but it is also all real. You know?
I feel like this is why like branding and like, this is why I feel like there's such a big market for branding and stuff like that, because like they had to master the art of perception of how do we want people to view this company, how do we want people to view this person, how do I want people to view me. And how I've done with that this past year, I can't even perceive it. However, it weighs heavy on my mind that the way I see myself is definitely not how people see me. And that's why I've like tried to mention randomly, like on Twitter, like I'll be like, oh, I love Twilight, I just love Twilight.
Yeah.
Or like I'll just mention like a movie I like watching, because like if I don't mention the movie or the music or whatever I do, like people don't know
That part
that,
of you.
yeah. And I feel like that's such a big part of me and I want people to know.
That's really interesting that you say that too, because something I love about drag is like the branding of everything, and you're like creating something unreal like within you and like around you and like with you, but it's like separate from you. And I almost like look at different people who are artists, like music artists or actors or different people who use their real name, use their real identity, and also are basically doing drag. And it's like, I feel like it'd be so much harder to have that separation, because I could take Acacia off and be like, okay, this is branding for this, but it's not branding for me. Like, this isn't who I am. But it's an extension of me, but it's not me to a core. But someone like Sabrina Carpenter, it's like the way she presents herself, it's like, that's like, if that's not who she is when she's at home and takes everything off, that must be hard to like separate when you're like branding yourself versus like a drag persona. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. And like it's kind of like when Katy Perry was going through her Witness era, and she like cut off all her hair, and she
Yeah,
like
that was crazy.
She was like, I just don't want to look like Katy Perry anymore. And she was like having this like identity crisis, and it's like even me, like I dress up as someone else named Joella, and like I still feel that. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, what am I presenting? What am I creating? And also like, who am I? Because when I think about the perception thing, I start thinking about like, I'm like, okay, like I see myself like this, but like, who am I to like other people? I think about that all the time.
That was something that was very eye-opening for me with Drag Race, because I knew going into that exactly how I was. And I haven't really talked about this at all, but going into Drag Race, I knew exactly who I was. I knew what I was presenting. I knew I was very confident in who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Drag Race, it really like wore me down. And when I left there, I was like, maybe I know nothing about myself. And then with it airing, I was like, do I even, and like hearing what people thought of me, I was like, this is how the world sees me. I saw myself as something completely different and realized that this isn't what other people see. And I've had to like work harder and also like shift my my presentation of things to like make people see what I'm seeing, because I didn't realize they weren't seeing what I was seeing. You know what I mean?
You know, it's really interesting because, like, okay, so a few months ago, I tweeted this thing where I was like, I've come to the terms that, like, I am a lol-cow, which is someone that, like, people kind of, like, milk laughs from. But I guess the difference that people are saying between me and an LOL cow is that, like,
You said
I
a
am
lol cow?
like a lol cow, LOL cow.
I think you said a low cow. And
No,
I was
like,
like,
LOL cow.
you're, I was like, wait, what? You're low cow?
No,
a lol cow?
Yeah, like an LOL cow.
Wait.
Like you milk them for laughs. It's kind of like.
Wait, is this like a real thing, or you came up with this term?
No, it's a real thing. It's kind of like Black China's mom, Tokyo Tony.
I don't think I know who that is.
She just makes these videos online, and like she's like not aware that she is being like laughed at, or like she knows she's being laughed at, but like she doesn't understand, so she keeps making angry videos, and people keep laughing at that. It's kind of like that. It's those videos of people who like people are laughing at them, but they don't understand. Where like people say that I am kind of in on the joke, which I kind of am. Like I do joke around with it, I play around with it, but what I'm trying to get at is I was really sad in that moment, and I was so in my head about how people perceive me. And I remember a few weeks ago after that, I was on Reddit, and sometimes I do scroll in that Reddit community. I do. I used to do it all the time before I was on the show.
Oh, I get that.
Because I love reading people's commentary on TV and music. When I listen to a new album, I look up what people are talking about it in different communities. Like I'll read a Reddit post and I'll read Twitter. Like I want to see, and then I'll ask my friends. Like I do that much. And whenever I would watch Drag Race, right after the episode, I'm looking at every single thing I can to see how people are perceiving the episode.
Yeah.
So I think I was looking up articles about me because I was trying to request verification on TikTok because the girls were telling me to do that. And so I was like, okay, well, let me submit my thing. And I came across this Reddit thread that appeared on the Google search that was like how Joella feels about her place in the Drag Race community and fan base. And it was that tweet. And I saw a lot of comments. There was a few comments that were like, well, at least she knows. But then there was one comment that I literally like think about every day. And I thought about it when I was driving here. And I drove to the W Hotel and I Ubered here. So I'm not driving after I drink this, by the way.
Yeah, we do make that
just
clear.
So y'all know, this is the day I'm doing the W Hotel. You can clock it. You can check the receipts. But back to what I was going to say. Like somebody was like, okay, like why is she so upset about it? Like I would totally lean into it and like, you know, make money off of it, which I have. But this comment, oh my God, I think about it all the time. Like it was like, well, if you think about it, like every artist is serious about their art, no matter how people see it. And it really does suck when, you know, you're the butt of you're the end of every joke.
Yeah.
You are the one that everybody laughs at. And like, they were saying that like it probably hurts for her to like drive home at night or go to bed and keep thinking like, is this all I'm going to be remembered for? And to that Reddit user, you know what? I do think about that all the time. Oh my God. I'm like, is this all I'm gonna be known for? Like, am I just a joke? Am I just funny to people? Because like I feel like my whole life, like people have just kept me around because I make them laugh. And like it got to the point where like when I got on Drag Race, I truly felt like my purpose in life was to show people like to be their authentic selves. Because I've met a lot of people who meet me and they're straight. And then I show them like, you know, this is me and I'm not going to be scared to like say that I'm gay and like be girly and out. Like my personality is very like, you know, and after that they start coming out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I've shown a lot of people in my local community and especially on TV, like a lot of people that look like me that I represent too, like they've all told me like you've let me feel that like you've inspired me and made me want to be my authentic self. But then now I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm like, you know, the comedic relief of life, because a lot of people tell me like I was so stressed out, but like you made me feel comfortable, or you made me laugh, or you know what I mean? And like sometimes it's just like, is that all I am? Like I can't be like, I feel like I think so deeply. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously I'm like thinking about all this. Mm-hmm. And everyone just sees me as a joke. Like, what is that about?
Well, I'm going to be real with you.
What?
First of all, you are not just like the butt of a joke. That's not at all.
Okay.
You do have so many more layers than that. You are so much more of a complex person, and you have so much more to offer than just that. But also, one, there's nothing wrong with being the comedic relief. As drag queens,
that's true.
That's always been kind of our job in the queer world. And when you look at, comedians and actors throughout history, they've all been like the comedic relief. They've been like the showman of the room, and they're the ones who like lighten the mood and show that, like, almost like you said, like you inspire people to be themselves, because I'll be real, you are otherworldly delusional. You believe in yourself more than anyone I have ever met in my life. And that's not a read. It might sound like a read. It's not a read. It is true fact. And I think that is so inspirational, especially to people like me who oftentimes don't believe in themselves.
You know, like I don't believe in myself at all.
And
well, you know what it is?
Bro,
is
none
like,
of us would believe you if you said that to us.
It's called the art of like, what do they like? Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, and look at you made it. But that's the thing is like, but you do it so well, and we see you being confident and being delusional and being yourself and not caring what anybody thinks, and you say what you want, you do what you want. And it is very inspiring, because even on Drag Race, I was like very like overwhelmed with how loud and annoying a lot of the people were, because like you can't get a word in edgewise, because I come from a place where you have banter with people, comedic banter, and there's a back and forth. And a lot of these newer kids, can't believe I'm saying that, as a 29-year-old, or almost 28-year-old, is that like they just need to be like the loudest. And like, it's like, are we saying your taglines because we think it's funny, or are we saying your taglines because you've said it so many times and you're talking over everybody?
Isn't it giving like a little bit like...
Like, we say not today Satan because it was fucking hilarious.
Like,
and not because you had to say it 10,000 times.
Like, you know, like, okay, everyone has like their on and off personality for drag and for the camera, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like my on personality is just a more hyper version of myself. Just more excited, more lively. Yeah. But I feel like some of those girls, and like, I mean, I'm not calling them fake, okay? But their personalities are like so different. On and off, and it's like, oh, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
girl, I feel like you do that too.
Do you feel that?
Yeah. I feel like you are off the camera. You're also very much like you're like this like very outgoing, outspoken, very funny person. But I definitely think when the cameras are on, you put on a big persona.
I feel like the big persona, like, but I do like. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like I have that big persona in me, but it comes out when it comes out. Like, if I feel talkative, that's how I talk.
That's fair.
But, like, when I'm on camera, I pull from there. Like, I'm like, okay, like, you need to be that version of yourself, not the version of you that's sitting there and everyone's like, are you okay? Because, like, that's my thing is, like, you would never know if I'm at a party and I'm going to be talking, working the room, just talking my ass off.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to be sitting there, like... So see, that is like where I get it.
Like with me being on the show, I was very like almost intimidated, or very like in my shell, and even just being around you, it made me feel so much more comfortable, because I'm like, oh well, she's like pulling it out, she's putting it on, and like I could do that, and like, but like with me, it's hard for me to fake it sometimes. Yeah. Like if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, and that's just that. You know what I mean? So
when I walked into that space, that room, the workroom.
the workroom.
when I
walked into that
told
space,
myself-
the what's the word?
you know the workroom. It's a drag race workroom.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah. The workroom.
casually the Drag Race
famous
workroom.
workroom. Yeah.
No, but like before I walked in there, I told myself, I was like, no matter how you feel, because if I don't feel it, I get it. I like, it's so hard for me to pull it out.
Yeah.
But like, I told myself, even if you feel awkward as hell, you don't want to talk to anybody, you can't even come up with what to say. You just need to open your mouth and do it and just act, because like you have one chance to like film that.
And you
just
killed
film
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Yes.
See, so you are inspiring people everywhere.
Okay.
And I know it might feel like you're the butt of the joke, but you're not. And it's also like this chapter of your life especially is such a small chapter. This has been so far a year of your life.
Yeah.
Like out of, you're how old? 26, 27?
25.
Oh, fuck me. 25. This is 1 out of 25 years and out of like decades more. Like this is such a small, you're going to look back at this in 10 years and be like, I cannot, like that feels like it was like such a small part of my life. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels overwhelming right now.
Yeah.
So remember that. And also fuck what people think. Go back, be delusional.
Yes.
It's fierce. It teaches other people that maybe I could be delusional.
T.
Like I can do it.
T.
You
the
know?
thing is like, you gotta see me and be like, if she can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah. That's the thing. You are inspiring the next generation of drag queens.
T.
You really are. And also because of you, we got some like the best lines from Drag Race in a long time. Like the amount of times that I say, if she can't even beat you in a lip sync, baby, what's she gonna do to me? I do that all the time. Or I always do this one. I also do this one. It's like, who do you think's gonna be in the bottom? Girl. You. That I say that all the time, and I always do the scan the entire room, even though you know exactly what you're gonna say. You.
It's like
So like you had so many gold moments. I love it. Like you see
I
you
just love that I
killed Drag Race.
translated it good to the show.
You did.
You know what I mean? Like my personality, it translated good to the show. That was one of my fears. I was like, what if like it doesn't fit in? Like what if it like the storyline doesn't want it, or like the cameras don't pick up on my little like mannerisms? But like it really worked its way out.
Keep the mic. If they can,
And it really worked its way out.
There we
And
go.
I didn't have to stay for that long, so less work for me.
You're like, now I can go
Honey.
rest. I can go chill.
I was like, oh, I already
And go to the
finished all
beach.
my camera time.
But baby, I got my homework done.
I was like, bitch, it's okay. They're gonna put it in.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, what are you gonna do? Now we need to get on All Stars together and
We
just
do.
tear the house
We
down
do,
boots.
and we need to let them have it.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm gonna let them have
on
it.
All Stars, Slation
Please.
Royale, and she'll be my Slation sister.
Well, girl, I have been doing drag for what 8 years, 9 years now,
Yeah.
something like that. The amount of people who've told me, "Girl, are you Asian?"
Shut the fuck.
And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Are you sure?" People who are Asian ask me this. I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, what are you? And I'm like, Norwegian, German,
It's your eyes.
English. And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, baby, I'm telling you, I am white. And they're
No,
like,
you
I
have
don't
a
know.
Asian face. You have a Asian face. It's your eyes. Like, especially, I feel like when you paint them, also gives you more fox eye. 'Cause I feel like
Interesting.
when drag queens paint, we love the. So I feel like it just accentuates your Asian features.
Well, you heard it
Your
here first,
Asian
kids.
resembling features.
Okay, now before we wrap everything up, I do want to like lighten the mood with another topic.
All right.
I know you are a movie connoisseur, so let's talk about
Yes.
some movies.
So I love movies. I feel like cinema and like music too. They are art forms where like they encapsulate certain emotions that you can't really put into words.
Yeah,
And I feel like movies have been on my mind lately.
yeah.
And I feel like specifically because we are entering the fall season, I have been watching some like Halloween-y, creepy, cutesy
Really?
movies. Yes, like I was watching Nightmare Before Christmas on repeat a few weeks ago. Right
Interesting.
now, it was Twilight, and then now it's Coraline. I have been watching Coraline on repeat since like 3 days ago, and I watched it last night.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
Yes, I did.
I think I've only seen Coraline once in my life when I was like maybe like 16 years old. And I was at my friend's house and they just had it on. And I was like, what is this? That was not in my, as a homeschooler, I was very like we watched whatever my parents just show us. And that was not in my parents' world.
Well,
so we never
girl.
watched that. See, it was Nightmare on, no, not my, what'd you say?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I was about to say Nightmare
Well,
on Elm Street.
I got into that as an adult.
Oh, really?
When I was a kid, I never watched it because my parents don't like Halloween stuff. But I love Halloween stuff. When I watched Coraline, I like begged my mom to go take me because I didn't know it was scary. And when it started getting scary, I freaked out so bad. And like I remember that night, like I was so scared, like I couldn't even eat. And now I'm obsessed with that movie, and it's just so Halloween.
See, my parents love Halloween, but they were never big on horror movies, and they're never big on like the movie side of it. Like we never watched Hocus Pocus growing up. First time I watched Hocus Pocus, I was like 25 or something. Like that was the first time I ever was exposed to Hocus Pocus. I just never watched it. And like Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't know. I was like in my 20s probably when I saw it.
To this day, I don't think I've watched the full Hocus Pocus movie.
I personally, okay, this is a hot take. People are gonna hate me. I personally don't get the hype with Hocus Pocus, and I think the reason is for so many people it's nostalgia because they grew up watching it, and because I never grew up watching it, I'm like, I don't get it. But
I agree.
And like every time Halloween rolls around and everybody tries to reinvent the wheel with Hocus Pocus and everyone does it, I am kind of like,
I don't get it.
What are we doing? I don't get it either. I'm like, this is not.
It doesn't excite me. I'm sorry. But like,
it's just not my world. Yeah, I just
this
can't.
is the thing though, is like I didn't grow up watching Nightmare Before Christmas, and a lot of people also love it because of nostalgia. But I fell in love with it because it's actually sickening.
It's a really good movie.
You know what I mean? It's
I do like it. Yeah.
Girl, come on.
Anything
like,
stop motion is sickening because I don't understand how you make that.
Girl, it's like
growing up, I used to try to make like Lego stop motion videos, and it was the hardest thing of my life.
AI can never. Selena Scola, you can never, bitch.
Girl, who's that?
You know, the fake AI robot Lexi Love. I'm coming for you, bitch.
Ooh, we're all coming for you. I will
for
say you messed with the wrong.
The
thing is like
don't mess with my sister.
You can tell this girl